Good day, Internet people.
Hello.
And in our big rush of deliveries of boxes of things today, we also got this, the new Granblue trial deck. A clan I'm looking forward to trying out. So, without further ado, I'm just going to get straight in with this unboxing for you. Obviously, this is the first ever Granblue trial deck. They've never really had this kind of support before. They've always been a bit of a side clan, belonging mainly to Team Handsome of Goki fame and Nagisa, although Nagisa didn't really use it herself. So, you get your usual starter's guide and playmat stuff. You don't really need to see that. That's all the same as what you get in every box set. And there's the deck, so I'm going to just zoom in a bit because it's a little bit far out. And there should be a little tab. Yay, they remembered to put the tab on. And you can just about hear my stomach rumbling because it's probably coming up on 12 o'clock and I haven't had breakfast yet. So we'll run through this deck quite quickly for you, because if you want to read the skills you can pause it and look on the wiki. I don't want to go too in depth with the cards at this moment. So your first card is Vampire Princess of Night Fog, Night Rose. She's your main grade 3 of the deck, so she's got the on-stride skill of basically calling something from a drop zone, and the activated GB2 to basically mill some cards and then call a card, so that's pretty cool. And you get 2 of those, of which one can potentially be hot stamped if you're lucky. You get 2 Pirate King of Secret Schemes Bandit Rum. That's your stride, basically when it hits, call a card from the drop zone, give it +2, and you get 2 of that. You got Undead Knight of the Cursing Spear. That's your kind of next main-ish grade 3. Counterblast 2, choose a card from the drop zone, call it to rear guard, give it +2, and when it attacks it gets +2. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then there's your more generic 11k that gets +3 when you counterblast 1, but it's a GB skill. It used to be a 10k for this kind of skill, but now they've increased to an 11k and given it GB, so it's a little bit less rubbish. And you get 2 of those. Then we've got a 10k vanilla grade 2 Undead Knight of the Corrupting Sword, and I believe you get 4 of these because you generally do in trial decks. And then we get to Pirate Swordsman Colombard. He's the when it's boosted amber clone of the deck, so you got a nice hollow one there. Ooh. Counterblast 1 when it attacks a Vanguard. If it's boosted, pay the cost. If you do, choose 1 card from the drop zone and call it to rear guard. So nice steady little skill, and you get 2 of those. Witch Doctor of the Rotten Sea Negro Rook is a hollow card, so obviously if you don't know what the hollow keyword is, basically when you place a unit on the rear guard, either from hand, from deck, or from drop zone, you can choose to have it hollowed. It gains skills, and if it does gain that skill, then it can retire, or it has to retire at the end of turn. So obviously this one, basically when it attacks, it gets +2, and if it's hollow, it gets +5. That's pretty cool, so you get 1, 2 of those. You've got Dragon Corrode Cemetery Dragon. This is your 15k Interceptor on GB1. 8k basically power there, obviously, so not a bad card. I mean, generally you won't run those for very long. Parting Shade is your 8k for the decks. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. This guy is Greedy Mimic. This is like your Knight of Shield Bash. He gets +2 when he attacks a Vanguard. Not bad. If you ride that one early, or rather it's on the rear guard early, it swings for enough to hit a grade 2, so that's pretty cool if you can't make the columns yet. But again, you're not going to really run him in your final deck once you've started adding stuff in. Under grade 1s, you got this hollow guy. When this unit attacks, gets +2 till the end of battle. If it's in hollow, he gets +5. So he's pretty cool. You get 1, 2, 3 of those. 2 perfect guards. Freddy the Ghosty. He's a big fat ghosty, and the bullets are literally bouncing off him, which is hilarious. So there's your 2 standard basic perfect guards. Still a good perfect guard because it can guard rear guards, so you can't really go wrong with it in that regard. I mean, you might choose to run the one that can unflip if there is one. I'm not sure what the one from the booster set does, whether it's a hollow one now. But we'll get to that at some point. Lord Shadow Sultana is the 10k booster of this particular deck, and I believe you should only get 2 of those. No, it's 3. No, it's 4 10k boosters. That seems a bit too many to me. And your starter for the deck, when you try not to knock the cards all over the place like an idiot, is Undying Departed Grenache. When this unit is put into the drop zone from the rear guard due to the effect of hollow, countercharge 2. So that is very good. It unflips 2 when he's put back into the drop zone from being hollowed. So if you call him from the drop zone, any time with any skill. You know, it's going to probably only be a 5k booster for that turn, but at the end of that turn it goes away and you've unflipped 2 damage. So that is an amazing card, and it's only really Gear Chronicle or Link Joker that can stop that guy working, I suppose, because even Kagero would just like retire it. You're like, I'm going to call it back. Then again, Narukami could bind it. That's probably the biggest problem with it if it gets bound by the Thunderstrike skills. So be aware of that. Okay, you get Gorgeous Shade. This is a nice sexy draw trigger, ghosty lady. So that'll be 4 of them, presumably. Yep. A stand trigger, Blitzing Zombie. You get 2 Blitzing Zombies. So obviously there's another stand trigger in here. Good Luck Charm Banshee is your heal trigger, who looks very pretty indeed. So that'll be 4 of there. And yes, it's a reprint. It's Rough Seas Banshee with new artwork. Put this unit into your soul. If you have a Granblue Vanguard, draw up to 1 card. So there you go. That's pretty nice. That's a crit trigger. You get, how many of those? You get 4 of that crit trigger. That's pretty cool. So it looks nice with the hollow style as well. And there you go. And then you've got 2 stand triggers. Graham the Ghosty. Put this unit into your soul. Choose up to 1 of your units, and it gets +3 until the end of turn. And that is a 2 of. And then finally you get yourself a nice little clan card. I've taken to putting these with the commons at the front just to make easy identification of which pile of which clan starts where. But you may choose to put these in your trade folder to mark where clan starts for trading or whatever. I quite like these actually. This one's actually got Granblue logo on the back as well. I think previously they just had the Vanguard logo on the back like a normal card. So that's pretty cool. And that's the contents of the deck. So what do I think of it? I think it's pretty good for a trial deck. 2 of these put together would be very nice indeed, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I only ordered 1 at this point. I'll have to go and pick another one up probably on Saturday morning, assuming they've got them in at Tabletop Tyrant. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing, and let us know what you think of this deck and whether you're interested in the Granblue clan as a whole down below. Bye!